This is Kevin Draganchuk, President of CE Engineers, and at the request of the Deerpark Rural Alliance and New York EnvironCom, I evaluated the potential for environmental impacts of the proposed action known as the Rivendale subdivision located at 515 Neversink Drive in the town of Deerpark in Orange County, New York. I analyzed the potential for adverse environmental impacts that would require the preparation of a full environmental impact statement in EIS as required by New York State under the CEQA law, the Environmental Quality Review Act, and consider potential modifications to the proposed action in order to prevent adverse environmental impacts. In short, the current condition of the Rivendale property is primarily undisturbed. It's home to numerous sensitive ecological and environmental resources, including the Neversink River, a Class C trout stream that discharges into the Neversink River that passes through Rivendale, and sensitive environmental habitats such as wetlands, riparian areas, habitat and homes to threatened and endangered species, and significant environmental communities as classified by New York State DEC. There are a number of actions at the site related to the development that can result in adverse environmental impacts. Those include development, including of houses, driveways, and property within the 100-year floodplain of the Neversink River, and development of walking trails and gazebos in the 100-year floodway of the Neversink River. During construction activities, there's a potential for discharges of sediment-laden stormwater if not properly controlled, if a proper erosion and sediment control plan is not developed. And after construction is completed, there's the possibility of the potential for discharge of pollutants from roadways, landscaped areas such as nutrients, phosphorus, nitrogen, oil and grease, and from all the developed property. One of the requirements of New York State DEC is that in order to gain permit coverage for stormwater discharges, you need an adequate sediment and erosion control plan, you need an adequate post-construction stormwater management plan in accordance with New York State DEC requirements. Currently, there are numerous occasions where the erosion sediment control plan and the stormwater management, post-construction stormwater management plan do not meet DEC requirements, as I noted in my report which I provided to the planning board. In addition to stormwater impacts, a community wastewater collection and treatment system will be installed on the property. The disposal system consists of a septic area that's going to be located east of the Class C trout stream, and is proposed for installation of a pipe that goes underneath the stream. This requires a New York State Protection of Waters permit. I've seen no evidence that that has been granted or even applied for. In addition to the requirement for the permit, if the wastewater disposal system is not properly designed, installed, and maintained, pollutants common to domestic sewage, such as phosphorus, nitrogen, pathogens, and other pollutants, can end up in groundwater and discharge to the Neversink River. In addition, the board needs to take into account the cumulative impacts of nearby already developed land and proposed future developments, including a possible 50% expansion of Rivendale in its analysis. So, to conclude, based on the results of my analysis, determined that there's a potential for numerous significant adverse environmental impacts with the proposed action at Rivendale, that a full EIS needs to be developed, and modifications to proposed action are required to mitigate the potential for significant adverse environmental impacts. Thank you.